My boyfriend convinced me to have a party of 3, but now he's not happy with it.
3's a party, so I don't understand.
A while ago, my boyfriend, male 27, shared with me that one of his biggest spicy fantasies was to have a party of 3. I, female 22, was honestly pretty hurt by that because the idea of inviting someone else into our spicy life just seems so odd to me.
It should just be 2, buddy.
3's a crowd.
3's a party.
2's a party, 3's a crowd. Or is it 3's a party, 4's a crowd? How many people is a crowd?
I don't know. I'm partying with everyone. Everything's a party to me.
5 is back to a party. 6, again, is another crowd. It did make me feel iffy about our relationship, but the months after that were wonderful again, and he didn't bring it up again until recently.
Hid it away from you.
By the way, this comes from Throwaway. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. I'm Sophia.
I'm Savannah.
I'm Riley.
And we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We only know what we do. So let us know what you would do in the comments. Please. Opie says, we talked about it for a couple days and he was so reassuring and patient at the time that I did end up agreeing to it. Girlie, no. If you are not 100% on board, enthusiastic,
yeah,
can't do it.
It's not gonna work.
No.
I mean, if you're not on the same page about it, like there's very clear, like when people are like poly, like there's very clear boundaries
from the
like,
get-go too.
Yeah,
it's like I am before we've even started this relationship, you have expressed that I am interested in this.
Yeah.
Also, he says, I already have someone too.
Yes.
Yay!
Also, it's your best friend.
Oh God.
We agreed there should be no emotional attachments and it should be with someone we weren't friends with. So I ended up DMing a pretty girl, female 23, who I shared a seminar with and who I knew was bi from her Insta profile. It was super awkward.
Sorry, doesn't that go against your, like, rules then?
It just said someone we weren't friends with.
Yeah.
But she just like had a class with her.
Yeah, she like had a seminar.
It wasn't a
with her.
stranger, but.
Wouldn't you want it to be with someone you have friends with because you know you have chemistry?
Well, I think she knows her well enough that she's pretty.
I don't want to do anything with my friends. Sorry to offend everyone.
Oh, that kind of thing. I thought you meant like anything.
I don't want to see my friends.
I hate my friends, actually.
I can't agree just in my situation because my boyfriend was my friend. He's still my friend, but sorry. Sorry. It was super awkward, but she said she was open to it. And my boyfriend also approved and said he was fine with whomever I was fine with. We ended up doing it and I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, but my boyfriend didn't.
Oh, what?
Well, looky here.
Interesting. It usually doesn't go this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said it wasn't how he thought it would go, that she seemed unexperienced in bed and didn't know how to divide her attention.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure this was probably her first time as well.
Also, she's probably like more into OP. And he's like, it's not fair. She wasn't paying attention to me.
That's what I think happened. I think he's like, oh, yeah, like I wanted more and like I wasn't getting it.
Maybe
you were getting
you should be more attractive. I don't know. It did seem like she was more attentive towards me, but I think it was largely because I was so nervous at first. So I thought it was sweet of her to help me relax. And I thought my boyfriend would appreciate it too, since it took me so long to even agree to this. I also don't think she was really inexperienced since I enjoyed what she did. And on top of that, she helped me be comfortable too.
Interesting.
Okay.
So bro just didn't get what he wanted out of this.
Mm-mm. In fact, we crossed the finish line twice, which was a first for me since it generally takes a while for me to even cross it once.
Whoa.
Wow.
So now he's jealous.
Dang. She is, yeah.
I mean,
Bro's got competition now.
yeah.
I think you should dump your boyfriend and date this girl.
Me too.
It was awkward between me and my boyfriend for a while, but the tension settled and he was back to normal after a couple of days. I had been texting with the girl leading up to the party of 3. And after it, we haven't really stopped. I thought it was odd at first, but she continued texting me and I enjoyed talking to her, so we kept DMing. She also sat next to me in my seminar every week and we got coffee together afterwards.
Oh, so they're still in the seminar together. I thought like this was like, oh, like a past thing. Like
that actually is wild to like DM a girl that you're still in class with.
You're still actively going to see.
Because like, what if she said no?
Yeah, then it's like, sorry.
Oops. Sorry. If I said no, if some girl, like random girl in a class with me asked me that. Like, she was like, do you want to like be in a relationship, or like, do you want to like hook up with me and my boyfriend? And I was like not into that. I'd be telling everyone I knew.
Oh yeah, I'd be telling everyone to be like, yeah, these people are weird.
Yeah, but she's into it, or she's into you.
Would you consider this opening the relationship?
No, because neither party has like said that they wanted. They said that it was going to be like the boundary before they did this was that they weren't going to have any like romantic connection.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't going to be any feelings involved.
And I feel like opening the relationship more so means they each see people separately.
Yeah.
Whereas party 3 is they each find a person to hook up with.
Yeah.
Okay, because I have 2 statistics and I'm conflicted on it.
Okay.
One survey was made, and I think I don't know how I don't know the basis of the survey, but I looked it up online. It said 75% of relationships that have a party of 3 says it strengthens it, but 92 of marriages that open it fail.
Well, yeah, there are different things.
They are.
Are you thinking like marriage versus relationships?
I think party of 3 versus open relationships, which is different.
Oh, wait. So the open relationships didn't work?
Yes.
Didn't work, and the party of 3s did make it stronger. But I don't know how, like, about the survey.
But in this scenario, OP wasn't on board, and they were at different, like, levels when it
she
happened.
eventually, I'm just like, is this going to work out in the long run?
I don't think so.
Hello, my name is Gerald B. Featherbottom III, and I need advice from OK Storytime.
Okay, Gerald, what do you need advice for?
Well, my extremely wealthy biological father has just passed away and left his entire inheritance to charity.
Oh my gosh, that's so nice!
To charity! All I have left is $20 to my name.
Oh, I see. Well, Gerald, you should invest that $20 into a ticket to the OK Storytime live event.
A live event? Whatever do you mean?
May 23rd. Live OK Storytime at the Stray Theater in Hollywood. Go to okop.show to get your tickets. They're only $20, and we'll see you there.
And will you get my inheritance back?
You will absolutely not be doing that.
Goodie!
May 23rd.
As soon as I told my boyfriend that, though, thinking it was funny, he got mad and said I should block her and not talk to her. I will say you are somewhat violating the terms and conditions.
Technically, yeah, because she was like, no, because think of it if it was the other way around, if like she didn't enjoy it and he did, and then he like starts messaging her or whatever, like
yeah, you
I'd
would probably be upset.
Yeah, so
I feel like it's kind of fair on his
yeah,
part.
I do feel like it's fair. Ugh.
When I said we were literally in the same seminar, which he didn't mind before, when I showed her to him, he said I should drop out of the class.
What? Okay.
It's a little too far. We got into a big fight where I also brought up that I didn't even want to have this thing at all in the first place, and that he pressured me into doing it. He kept asking, so you think I'm a manipulator?
Oh boy.
Oh no. Well, yeah, now you are.
Yeah.
It's about to spiral.
And over and just overwhelming me. He said that I was breaking the rule we had, tried to blame me for choosing her, and also badmouthed her, which really threw me off. He said that she was just trying to sleep with me and trying to mess up our relationship, and that I'm borderline cheating on him. You haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted this.
If you had come to him and said, oh yeah, she's texting me, and he said, hey, I'm not super comfortable with that, like we set these boundaries, then I would be on his side and be like, yeah, you gotta create boundaries. But it seems like he's flying off the handle in a really big way.
It's weird that he was patient about the party of 3 thing.
Well, it's because it's something he wanted, you know?
Yeah, okay, but now he's not patient with this.
Yeah, because
I
it's
don't
not
know.
what he wants.
Man, you really need a playbook on how to go about these things, because he's coming off of this too emotional, and now it's kind of building resentment up in OP.
Yeah. It's been 2 days since then, and we haven't talked to each other at all.
Oh boy.
My friends tried to convince me to break up with him, but we've been dating for almost 4 years, and it just kind of feels like it would be a waste.
No.
No.
What is this
have we
called?
learned? What have we learned, Riley?
I know what we've learned. Savannah, what have we learned?
What have we learned, Savannah?
I don't know.
All right, I'll just say it.
Say it.
Don't keep... It's a sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah.
So what?
Thing.
Sunk cost fallacy. It's the idea that you have put so much time into a relationship that you should just keep going because it's a waste.
Yeah, I do
I was
that.
going to alley-oop it.
Oh, because it's a what?
A waste.
There we go.
Because you put so much...
Time in it. And it's a what?
And it's a
It's a
fallacy.
waste.
It's a
Yeah. So it's basically the sunk cost fallacy.
sunk cost fallacy. Why is it called that?
Because you've sunk so much like
Sunk
money
cost.
into it basically that you are
No, you're stuck.
But you're not actually.
But you're
stuck.
not. Yeah, you can actually get out.
Yeah. I ended up. I like that we.
Sorry, it's a financial term, and now they've
Yeah.
made it into relationships.
Yeah. Did you also forget what it was called?
I knew what it was. I knew it was sunk cost, and then the fallacy thing. I was kind of like, but
I was taking that like 2 minutes to try and remember what it was called.
Okay, got it.
I'm guessing you guys learned this from guests, and I'm not allowed to be with guests. So.
No,
we figured this out on our own.
Yeah.
All right, well that's great.
I ended up replying to the text from the girl in my class, and I did feel really guilty since that was the whole reason me and my boyfriend fought. But it has been nice to talk to her, and she's been really understanding and let me vent.
She probably wants to F you again.
Yeah. She's into you, girl.
I'm thinking she's been hit with the arrow.
Also, I've been working on this thing of like, I'll talk about it, but my girlfriend's bi, and like I have a hard time understanding when other girls flirt with her. Because guys, whenever they flirt with her, they want to buy her something.
Yeah.
They buy you drinks, dinner. With girls, they're cheap. They're not going to buy her anything. But at what point in the conversation do I intervene?
I think your girlfriend. I don't think you need to. I think
you don't.
I think
leave
your
it up to her because it's going to cause issues.
This is evil Angie I'm talking about. Not my princess angel Angie. I'm talking
then
about
you should
evil
be
Angie.
with evil Angie.
Yeah, what?
Like she's hot and I love her. Anyways, at what point in the conversation should I intervene? When they start talking about nails, or when they talk about like what strap-on she prefers? What part in the conversation do I intervene? Help me. Or does no one know how to do this?
I think that it is her responsibility to be like, by the way, this is my boyfriend.
I think it is different. Honestly, I think it's different than a man flirting with her because there is more possibility for it to be uncomfortable for her.
Mm-hmm.
And girls are sneaky because they already have that comfort level.
Yeah, I think there is a more implicit or implied comfort in an interaction
I can talk
with a
to
woman.
girls all day, but then talking to a guy, I'm like, I don't know, like I can get weird vibes immediately.
But I think you let Angie handle that.
Okay. Well, I was just working on a bit here.
You were working on evil Angie.
I was working on this evil Angie bit.
I couldn't give you an answer.
There's no evil part of
because
her.
Girls have it. They're sneaky because they could literally say, "Girl, your ass is so fat," or like, "You look so fucking hot," and then they got it in. But if a guy does that, then it's like immediately off.
Well, then he's gay.
If he sounds like that, he's gay.
They think it's gay. Guys, it's a bit I'm working on. I trust Angie completely.
Yeah, he's working on it, guys.
Can a guy not?
Can a guy not do a bit?
He's a pista. We got pistas here.
I don't know if I should just go through with it and tell her we should stop talking. Though at the same time, I don't like the thought of my boyfriend controlling me, as my friends have said.
That's true.
Any advice would be so appreciated. And we've got an update, folks.
I don't think that I would put it under the category of controlling, though, because you guys kind of had this like
an agreement.
You had this arrangement where it was going to be like, okay, we're not going to be emotionally involved with these people, and now it seems like you guys have gotten closer, and he has now become like the back seat. Like she's in the passenger seat, now he's in the back seat. So it's like. Like I think that he should be, priority over this girl, but also like the way that he's reacting makes you, not want it. So it's hard, very hard.
Yes, it is. 3 days later, I have decided to end things with my boyfriend. Well, there we go.
I by the way he was talking to you, I'm glad you made this decision.
Yeah, and you were into that girl, so.
Now I have a new girlfriend.
Yeah, very quick. I honestly went into that conversation preparing to say that we should take a break, but once I actually started talking, I changed my mind.
Wow.
I don't really feel any regret over my decision, more so over my actions in the last couple weeks of our relationship. He was pretty mad when I told him that we should break up. He didn't really say a lot and left pretty quickly. Later, he texted me and said he couldn't believe I was throwing away our relationship for this, and that I was going to regret it. I honestly wasn't prepared for the breakup talk, which is why I didn't get the chance to really explain how there were a lot of things throughout our relationship that just weren't right, that we never fixed. And I didn't feel like telling him all that over text, so I just ignored him. As for the girl, we continued texting, but I started to realize that I might actually have a crush on her. And I feel awful for it. No, girl, you're fine. Keep going.
This is his own demise. This is what he did.
Yeah, he did this. Just keep going. You broke up with him. You didn't cheat on him. We're good.
Okay, I will say one thing that I think they did wrong with this whole process.
Yeah.
So I think they should have found the girl or the third partner together.
Agreed, yeah.
And not have her find it, because he just wanted to get his rocks off.
He just said yeah. He was like, yeah, that's good.
I feel like you should have go to a bar, find someone, and then go from there.
If they wanted it to be successful, yes.
Yeah, I agree.
It does feel like I was cheating, and I also feel horrible for dragging her into all of this. I don't think it would be right to go out with her, nor do I even feel capable of that so soon after I ended things with my ex-boyfriend, or continue texting her when I feel this way about her. So I might just end things with her after all. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't end things with us, though, because we've got full episodes that you can listen to on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio. Just search up OK Storytime. Also, girl... Oops.
Slow down.
Sorry.
Slow down.
Hold on. Whenever you
Slow your roll.
I'm going to fix that. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes, girly. This is what we do. I agree that you shouldn't immediately go date this girl after you broke up with your boyfriend of 4 years.
Wait, time out. Type 1 if you think date right now, 2 later.
I think that you tell her how you feel. You say, hey, I think I really liked our time together. I really like talking to you. I think I have this emotional connection with you. I am not in the place right now to have a romantic relationship. But if you are willing to see where this goes slowly, I'm all for it. I think that's what you should do. Because then you're honest and you're upfront.
I agree. I feel like have that conversation. Be like, yeah, so this happened. I mean, it seems like you guys have gotten closer since, all this happened. So like, I feel like, if you want to tell her, you also don't have to tell her like anything. Don't rush into anything. Don't be like, oh my God, now I feel bad. Like maybe I just shouldn't, whatever. I think right now you're in breakup city. Yeah. So like you got to give yourself a little bit of time to, travel through, see all the sights and then get out of there.
Also,
what?
This woman did open your mind to the spicy world and the reality of it.
Oh, yeah.
She brought in your perspective.
Yeah.
So it makes sense why you would feel this way. Kind of like, oh, how many times can I actually cross the finish line without someone distracting me?
It's true. But we got a little bit more left. For a long time, I wasn't sure if I was even into girls. So I've never been in a relationship with one before. But even now that I know 100%, I don't think that this is the right time or situation to date a woman for the first time. Especially not someone who has been so kind and attentive to me. It would be unfair to her, and I think it's probably best to end things now rather than to let them drag on. But like, it's also not fair to her to just like cut it off.
Sounds like me. I'm like, I just don't want to give her the wrong idea. Not just be done.
Yeah, I think that you, as long as you're honest and upfront, I think if you're honest, then that's all you need. And then they get to make the decision. Don't make a decision for someone.
That is also true.
Also wanted to thank everyone for giving me a wake-up call. I honestly didn't expect strangers on the internet telling me similar things to what my friends have been telling me to be this helpful. And there we go.
Girl, we got you.
We got you.
Don't worry. Don't you worry.
But like, listen to us.
We know it all. We know it all.
But we got another story, folks.
I'm dating a divorced man, and within 3 weeks, I barely recognize my own life.
Who am I?
I'm 28. He's 34. 3 months ago, he filed for divorce of his wife of 8 years because she was addicted to substances and cheating on him with her dealers, along with other issues.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
He has 2 kids. He has full custody since he had to admit her to a rehab facility, and she is currently in a sober living house.
Hey, this guy should not be dating anyone.
By the way, this comes from Not Usual Business. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. I'm Savannah.
I'm Sophia.
I am Riley.
And we are here to give some good advice in a goofy manner. But we do not have all of your answers. We would only tell you what we would do in this situation, but let us know what you would do down in those comments. Yes. Quite. As Opie says, he's attractive, smart, and kind.
Got a huge too.
Wow. That was crazy.
That was really impressive.
That was out of
guys.
left field.
We're pros.
She's really good.
We went to the same university. His current job, he must be making millions a year.
But you guys weren't the same age. You didn't go to the same university at the same time.
Okay, come on. They got enough in common. He makes millions, Sophia. Let him be happy.
Yeah, she's like, we went to the same university at different times. He makes millions.
I say go for it. I don't see any problem.
We're perfect.
And he's also really cute and fit. Already
Okay.
mentioned that, but all right.
Oh, no.
Memento. Yeah, he definitely has a huge too.
Yeah.
That is totally in there. She's not putting that in there.
They're like almost 10 years apart.
But he makes millions. Dude,
But
I'm sorry.
did we mention he makes millions?
Do you know someone that makes
Might.
millions a year?
I do actually know some people that make millions.
That's crazy.
Just kidding.
You're that are 10 years older than you?
No.
Oh.
Well,
No.
through Sam. I feel like Sam knows
Well,
millionaires.
Sam, that's through Sam, not you.
Okay, then no.
Sam. Okay.
Did we talk about Sam?
Oh, she's 28. He's 34.
Yeah.
That's 6 years.
Sorry, I thought it was like
6
wait,
years.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that's not a big deal.
And I feel like if a woman's over 27, 28, she can date any age range. She's in the like woman I can date anybody at any age range.
I mean, a 27-year-old dating a 50-year-old is a little weird, but
a
each your own.
28-year-old dating a 50-year-old.
No, we're good now. No, I'm joking. That's still a little weird.
Are you guys telling me I should date a 50-year-old?
Yeah, maybe that's your issue.
That has millions.
I don't wanna.
Unless he has millions and he's cute and he's fit and he has a huge. Come on.
Ryan Gosling.
He's wrinkly.
Wait, who's
Pedro Pascal.
who are you into? What's your celebrity crush?
Oh, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Okay, well, I would do that. Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Well, there
so
you go.
Johnny Depp.
So it has to be
yes.
Johnny Depp. He's a
yes,
millionaire, right?
immediately. I mean, sure. But it has nothing to do with the money.
No, it's just Johnny.
All right, I'm gonna name a few off here just so we can. Okay, Jamie Foxx, Robert Downey Jr.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a type.
Robert Downey Jr. In.
Shawnee OP says Fia pays more taxes than millionaires. Does that count?
It's true.
It's true.
Hugh Jackman,
Yep, I'm in.
Rob Lowe,
Eh.
John Hamm,
No.
Idris Elba.
Who? Idris Elba. He a handsome man.
That just, I don't even know how that's a name.
I can't.
He's
I
Elba.
heard Interest Zelda.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. Sorry.
Interest Elba?
I believe it is.
Keanu Reeves.
Yep. Oh, love him. I love him.
I
This
just
guy.
watched The Matrix. He's in
Patrick
Grey's
Dempsey?
Anatomy.
Oh, Patrick Dempsey. Yeah.
I just
Okay.
Yeah,
watched.
that's like
that haircut.
dreamy.
I just watched The Matrix for the first time.
Brad Pitt. George Clooney.
Pedro
Pedro
He is
Pascal.
50.
Pedro
And number one!
Pascal. Pedro Pascal.
Yes!
I just, Idris Elba.
Anyways, ladies, calm down. We'll get back into
Ladies.
it.
Okay.
You're the one who just freaked
Yeah, that's true.
I am a lady. I'm calming down.
Ladies. Yeah.
Okay. Normally, this man would be a unicorn on the dating market. He's also very into me.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
My hesitancy is from the fact the divorce is so fresh, most of his time is committed to his kids.
But did you think
Who
about
said
his
that?
millions of dollars?
Warren.
And did we consider that?
Yeah, at first he's making sure they're okay, and then just get a nanny to raise them. You're good after that.
Yeah.
He still has a lot of anger towards his ex. It's clear he hasn't fully healed or fully figured out what the future is going to look like since he's been dealing with the fallout of his marriage. He was honest what his time commitments are and that he originally didn't expect to find anything serious, but he is second guessing that since he's met me. I'm scared that he just really wants to sleep with me but doesn't have the bandwidth for more. And even if he said I am a special case, he just doesn't have the energy for anything more. I really like him, but I want to protect myself. Am I being naive for pursuing this farther? And there's an update.
This is what you do, OP. You do what you would do in any dating situation, regardless of money or not, and regardless of
We'll factor in
how
money in
attractive.
a little bit.
A little bit. You pursue it, and then until it doesn't work anymore. Like, take the money out of the equation. Do you like him? Do you get along with him? And then go on some dates. If you're sensing some red flags, then be in tune with yourself enough to say, hey, this isn't working. That's how you protect yourself. You say, when I see something that I don't like, when I see that this isn't working, then we put a stop to it. But like, you're not going to know until you know.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
And I hate that. I'm the same way. I'm like, maybe you should just like stop. And then Sophia's always like, no, you should just like let it go. Do it. Like, just let's see where it leads. But I'm like, scared.
Yeah. I do say that.
Trauma. I have trauma.
Yeah.
There's an update 3 weeks later.
Girl, if
I-
you don't snatch this man up, sorry. I'm all for this.
I.
Oh,
Good memento.
man.
Whatever you keep doing,
What does this even mean? What should I say?
I started to a guy, probably talking to.
Okay.
I started talking to a guy.
All right.
Okay.
I started talking to a guy I originally mentioned in my last post. Not only did he want to commit, he wanted to commit within 2 weeks. Oh, 2 weeks of
Because
meeting.
that's how he closes his business deals, ladies.
Genuinely. And then that's when you say, I am not comfortable with that. I would like to continue dating you without making it official because I honestly have some reservations about how
because
over you
we are
are.
strangers.
Yeah.
We are absolute freaking strangers.
I think
that's
if both
why.
people are like on board for 2 weeks, you're good. I've had multiple people in my life, like friends, who have gotten with their partners after a short time period, and it's worked great.
Definitely not me.
definitely not Riley. But it's where it works great for some people. And then on the other hand, if someone's like, hey, I need a little bit more time, if you like them, you respect it.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't... Changing, like, the title
Sometimes they need 4
of
months.
your relationship does not, it does not change anything.
Just like Keon.
Sometimes they need to be friends for a little bit while also in a different relationship and then suddenly find out that you're the one. I think that you should, it's okay to commit, I think.
I think personally, because of all the red flags that OP is picking up, I think we pause.
Just be like, nope, just give me a little bit more time.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be a deadline on this.
No, there shouldn't be. And if he pushes back, if he says, I don't like that, then we know that he's not the one.
He started telling me I was his soulmate, and he never felt like this for anyone. He already had told me he loved me. Yeah.
Oh, huge red flag.
Yeah, no, this
huge red flag.
This is literally the last guy I talked to. Like,
it is
within a month.
the last guy you talked to.
Within a month was like, I love you. I want to be with you. And I was like, whoa, I'm scared now.
Yeah.
How,
yeah.
Like, you don't know me, and I don't know you. How do you just have that instinct?
Savannah, why are you like a deer when it comes to dating?
What do you mean a deer?
That guy actually was red flag though.
Yeah, and he was a red flag.
Okay, yeah, this is kind of weird.
This is
fine.
I very much like was protecting myself. I wasn't ready. I don't want to like go into something that I don't know.
Sorry. I just the Disney love bubble got to me again, and I took that out on you, and I'm sorry.
Get bit by the Disney love bug.
You are a warrior of love, Savannah.
You're a warrior of love.
Thank you. Honestly, I became wrapped up in this because when we weren't together, he was on the phone with me and my world started to revolve around him. Yep. It's called love bombing, sister.
Yep.
That's called a love bomb.
This is love bombing. Take a step back. And now this is when we protect ourselves and we leave.
Yeah.
We go away.
Yeah. He had a nanny and other childcare, so he spent an inordinate amount of time with me.
Did I not call that? Did I not call that?
Things took turns I didn't expect. He introduced a 50 Shades Club aspect to our relationship.
Girl.
Because he makes millions, it's fine.
Girl. Did you guys ever do that?
Yeah. Cindy does it really good.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I never experienced before, and supposedly he has never either, but he was excitedly talking about creating a spicy sleep dungeon and impregnating me.
You got this out of a book. This is not real.
Leave. This is you?
Yeah,
Run away.
Remember Riley when he was just like, this guy's telling you he loves you and after 2 weeks, like, what do you mean you don't want to tie the knot? He's a freak. That's why.
Yeah.
He a freak.
Okay,
he a freak,
look,
girl. He a freak.
This is my problem, all right? I assume the best in other people.
Yeah.
I would assume, what would I do in this situation? And it would be to be a gentleman and be like, I care for you and I want to have a long-lasting relationship. I thought that's what it is, but now we're reading into it. He just wants a physical world because she's younger than his doped up wife, ex-wife.
He's going through way too much and we need to leave him behind.
Yeah, he's got to figure out things for himself, I think.
Bye.
I think it's time to move on.
And this is the advice. You don't close yourself off from every relationship that could potentially end up like this, but you do, when you notice the signs, say, I gotta go.
Yeah, this should not be discussed after 2 weeks of knowing someone. I would run for the hills. I'd be like, that's a really weird thing that you want to share with me right now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I would understand maybe if we were like dating for like, I don't know, like 6 months to like a year. And then you're like, oh, by the way, like I want to try this or something. But he was just like, I'm thinking about creating a whole dungeon.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Where you're going to get impregnated.
Crazy. Bye.
Like, oh my God, why do you want
I don't want to be here.
Oh. He mentioned wanting to use my dog's collar on me.
I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here. Goodbye.
He mentioned wanting to use my dog's collar on me.
We got that.
I know, but I just didn't say it clear enough.
You have to say it again, Riley.
If you think this was fast in 3 weeks, I agree. However, I was so mentally wrapped up in this relationship, I became blind and I think a bit isolated from the outside world as I was on vacation. I understand this is unhealthy and would bring it up, but he would solace my worries by saying this is what true love feels like.
Girl, you're 28. You're 28. You can't let this 34-year-old man tell you how true love is.
He's a creep now.
He's a creep. He's a weirdo.
Why isn't the Miss Piggy version?
Editor, keep all of that in.
I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo.
Oh.
The wake-up call came this weekend when I mentioned I may need a rest day before seeing him since I just returned from vacation, and he used our dub/sub thing to try to order me to get dressed and await him.
I do want to say that you said dub sub instead of dom
sub,
which I think is so funny because
sub.
it's like English dubbed or subbed. Like, you know, when you're talking about a foreign film.
Yes,
or something.
dub.
We get it.
Yeah, do you
You watch
understand?
foreign films.
That was really funny.
I immediately became upset, as I didn't intend that sort of relationship to ever break the fourth wall of our spicy sleep life. He apologized and spent the entire day trying to convince me to let him come over. It was emotionally exhausting, but it was hard to hang up the phone. That's just like
It's
so
not.
demanding. I also finally chatted with some friends, and they told me how effed up this whole thing seemed.
Yeah,
I am so glad you have good friends.
I'm
Yep.
so glad you have anyone else in your life.
I've been feeling like I'm in some sort of mental haze.
No, you're. Oh my god.
OP, you're not in a mental haze. OP,
Yeah.
you're literally just outside.
It feels like he is inserting himself into my life. He already planned dates for 3 days this week. Next week, he wants us to plan our careers. What? I don't understand.
Why are we still here?
Yeah, this is way too much. Like,
Why are we still here?
You don't have to be Dakota Johnson from 50 Shades of Grey.
if I try to instill boundaries, he gets sad and launches a campaign to convince me of what love is supposed to be, all-consuming this way.
OP,
Ooh, dude,
why
I
are
would-
you telling us this?
I would love to send him a few Bible verses about what love actually is.
Why are you telling us this, OP? You told us that you wanted to protect yourself, so why are we not doing that?
As a 28-year-old woman, I see these things objectively only when I'm not talking or seeing him. However, when I try to bring it up, I get swept away by his romanticism and his logic, as he is incredibly smart and convincing.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
I'm not sure how to extricate myself right now, except sending him a text that it's over and blocking him, but I would feel bad doing so.
I literally don't care, OP. Send that text. Send it right now.
How do I slow down this relationship or leave it?
You text him and you block him and you say this is way too much, way too fast. Bye.
Yeah.
If that's what you need to get out, because you said that every time you talk to him, he pulls you back in. You send the text and you block him, and we're good. We're good. Bye.
Yeah.
Otherwise, don't come crying to us.
There's boundaries here that he is crossing, and you know that he is. So don't feel bad. He's manipulating you. Don't feel bad.
This is what's going on.
Yeah.
I bet you $100.
Bet.
She's still in this world of fantasy of what this could be, and she wants it to work out because she has a certain idea of it. She's not looking at the reality of it.
Yeah. Yep. I would agree. I would agree.
Yeah. There's an edit. I am breaking up with him by text to send after the workday.
All right. What?
Yay!
After the workday?
Yeah,
I
she's
don't
like,
know.
I don't want to do it during work. It's such a chore.
Yeah, then I'm going to have to focus on my work and that. I am formulating it now. I want to do it politely and cleanly, as he does know people who work at my company, and even after all of it, I do not wish to completely exit without explanation. I am thinking of turning off my phone the rest of the day after that and hoping he doesn't become persistent. There are some relevant comments.
Hey, boy.
OP on the reason why the guy is divorcing from his first wife. OP responds, he told me that he divorced her and the marriage has been bad for many years. The final straw being her doing a lot of substances and cheating with guys on Tinder. She seems totally dependent on him because she couldn't hold down a job and had a bad relationship with her family. She also apparently had a lot of trauma. Supposedly, her family is completely on his side, and she recently exited rehab to a sober living house. He has primary custody and she has visitation. He said the marriage was never about love to him, and their spicy sleep life didn't include the stuff ours includes.
Okay.
Cool.
So this is a whole new ball game for me.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, I just wanted to try something new and
This is
exciting.
really like, I'm thinking outside the box, huh?
Yeah. I've never done any of this before. I just thought it would be fun to try. I've got a furry costume in the closet
Oh my
as well.
god.
OP tries to defend the dad based on him being a good father to his children and spending tons of time with her.
OP, you're reaching.
OP responds, he spends a lot of time with his kids when he's not at work or with me. He is with them. I don't have kids, so I don't think this is abnormal. They seem to love him a lot and he's gentle with them. I don't have kids, so is that not a hallmark of a good dad? Question mark?
I literally don't care how he is as a father.
Yeah.
I literally don't care, girl.
Yeah. I don't.
Doesn't matter.
I don't. Yeah. I also don't really care.
It don't matter. Don't matter what you look like.
But there's a
Don't
second
matter
update.
what you wear.
Update number 2.
Oh
boy.
2 days later.
Oh.
Many people were concerned and asked me for an update.
You know what? I am actually pretty concerned for you.
Yeah.
I am.
Who knows? People with a lot of money that are crazy, who knows what they'll do?
Yeah.
He's a
And he knows
millionaire.
people in like your company and stuff. Like
Yeah.
it could go.
And everyone that's watching this video and commented bad things about me because I said he was a millionaire earlier, I didn't have full context.
And now we do.
Leave me alone.
Leave him alone. He's just a boy.
Apparently, I'm a deer when it comes to love.
No, you're a warrior. We fixed this.
You're a
We fixed it.
warrior.
Warrior. Many people were concerned and asked me for an update. I did end things and have done it in a way I found most peaceful for me.
Okay. What?
I don't know,
Just
what's happening?
flashed me.
You freak. Thank God I have this curtain. Most of you will be unhappy with how I did it, but I am just doing what works best for me and my conscience. I told him I was feeling very overwhelmed from this relationship and I needed to exit and focus on my life for a while since I felt that this relationship had overtaken it. I know a lot of people said he was manipulative and evil. Yes, I listed the things that made me uncomfortable in our last post, but he had been sweet and kind to me throughout our brief dating phase too. I honestly just mostly feared how difficult it would be to end things without our chemistry / his assurances overcoming my better judgment. He texted me and asked to call me, and as many of you guessed, and will probably judge me for, I agreed to it. Feeling that at least it was easier to keep strong over the phone, and I did have a friend over. But the thing is, you said your piece, so you don't have to conform to what he wants anymore.
Yeah,
No.
why are we picking up a call?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Just for him to can I call you to convince you to not do this?
Exactly. That's why he's calling.
Yeah.
That is the only reason he's calling. If you don't want to get back together with him, we're not answering that call.
Oh yeah, listen to this. He did spend a lot of the call trying to tell me that this was too special to give up on. When I started crying, I think he understood how badly this was affecting me and he agreed to end things but told me if I wanted to see him again to let him know. Whether he was lying or not, he said he is uninterested in anyone else and wouldn't see anyone for a long time in case I changed my mind. We even had a laugh about it all before hanging up. No stalking or intimidation or texting or calling since then. I feel a lot mentally freer and I'm happy with how it ended.
All right. I'm happy it ended.
Yeah. Addressing other comments. The 50 Shades Club thing was something I had never done before and I was willing to try it. It didn't start out that way and all of those things were of his suggestion. But if I said no, he would drop it. It just bothered me when he had used that dynamic in our regular relationships. Some of the more extreme stuff I didn't really know or truly want to try. But when you're in this mental haze of a new relationship, things seem more exciting than they actually are to you. By the way, it would be really exciting for us and for you to listen to full episodes with stories just like this. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, or your favorite podcast app and just search up OK Storytime.
Do it.
There's a little bit left. I'm just glad you're out of it, girl.
Me too. You keep
You
trying
did
to
the right
convince
thing.
us that this guy is nice.
Yeah.
I literally don't
I know, it's
care.
like literally like you hear the contradiction
Yeah.
as you're typing it. It's
Yeah.
like, I want to end it because I just feel too overwhelmed by this. But of course I had to pick up his phone call.
Yeah, because he's such a nice guy.
Yeah, like he is really nice and kind. He's really good with his kids. Like that means you're a good person, right? You can be good to your kids and still be a horrible person.
He's a millionaire.
Yeah, no, I'm now weary.
Ouch.
If he's using the millionaire thing to get you to go on dates with him, I'm wary about millionaires.
Yeah,
now.
why do you even know that he's a millionaire?
Yeah. He has primary and full custody of his kids currently.
We know.
We know.
We know, OP.
We know. No.
I never met them, but I would hear them over the phone sometimes when they interacted, and he talked about them a lot. I never had an issue with him as a dad. I do believe him about his ex-wife cheating and doing substances. I don't think I'll ever text him again. I feel a lot mentally clearer now that I have space and time for everything else in my life. I do feel like I had very poor boundaries in this relationship and plan on seeing a therapist about it soon to figure out why. Great plan.
Yay, you need it.
I guess this is what living and learning is about. There's a second edit.
Oh, Lord.
He texted, "We had the convo 2 days ago. I will not be responding."
Yay.
Mental haze is
Woo!
cleared. We
You
did it, girl.
It
In, like,
took a little bit.
In
You
like
got
a
it.
year or two, you're going to realize, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Why was I
Yeah.
in that relationship?
Yeah, it is weird, like, looking back on it. You're like, it's not
Also, evil you could have got a lot of money out of this.
True.
evil you.
That's true if you were a little bit more evil. But that's
evil
the end
you
of
could have
that
got a
one.
lot out of that. But that's the end of that story. And we got another one coming right up.
How you doing, Sophia?
Ooh, woo. Does that answer it?
Woo-wee.
Woo-wee. The woman I liked asked me for coffee, but I think I said the wrong thing.
Well, did you say bleep, blop, 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 blip? Because those are all right things to say.
I, 22 male, am slightly autistic man.
Well, then.
I know ranking autism can be problematic, but it's not something that normally bothers me or affects me day to day.
Just when I talk to girls.
Ever since I was a teenager, I've had a fetish for a certain racial group. We are sharing too much.
TMI.
Well, they're autistic.
Just say you're into, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
going to be Asian chicks.
Why did you label it as that? Because that makes you sound bad.
Say, I have a type.
I have a type. Still would have
As a
judged you a little
fetish.
bit, but not this much.
I have a type. You gonna judge me?
It's Angie,
Yeah. It is artistic girls with bangs.
and it's just Angie.
It is. It's just, that's how it rolls.
I don't have a physical type, but my physical
I
type
do.
is
But I
my
have
boyfriend.
a mental, theological type.
Well, my type is my boyfriend, so it doesn't actually matter.
Just say partner. Just say boyfriend.
I just said
Said boyfriend.
Oh, good.
I mean, somebody
So I
punch
thought you
him.
were going to say some, like, liberal thing. I don't know.
It's liberal to say partner.
I didn't even do that. I don't know why, but I just remember seeing them and having that feeling.
Seeing them?
He has type.
Multiple people.
Multiple people of that race.
I don't know. Anyways.
By the way, this comes from Throwaway Fatal, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. I'm Sophia,
I'm Savannah.
I am Riley.
and we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We only know what we know, so let us know what you know in the comments. And OP says, I work at a store that sells a variety of things, including video game merchandise. Nearby, we have a coffee shop that we get coffee from a lot. My manager, 35-ish female, is a super bubbly lady who seems to make friends with everyone. She started taking stock that was getting taken off the floor over to coffee shop and giving it away to the staff there after learning some of them were also pretty nerdy.
Ooh, favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and be her favorite.
Mostly stuff like posters and promo materials. In exchange, we'd occasionally get free break room snacks from coffee shop. About 4 months ago, manager asked me to run a plushie over to coffee shop when I go to pick up her coffee order, making a joke about the plushie being a sacrifice to the caffeine gods. I went over with the plushie, and when I reached the counter, I kept the joke going, saying I was going to sacrifice the plushie in the nearby volcano, but my manager said the caffeine gods already had dibs on it. Kind of funny.
That's good. That's good. I
That's a
like
good
this,
bit.
OP.
I like that. I like that.
This is banter right here.
This is good.
This is good stuff.
This is good. I guess this was a good joke because it got some laughs. And one of the coffee shop workers responded, It's just goddesses here today, but we'll take it. I'm not normally good at talking to women, but the casual banter made me really happy.
Dude, W's in the chat for my boy. Let's go. I love this. I love seeing another man succeed at talking to women. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Since then, manager has sent me over to coffee shop a couple of times a week.
Is he wingmanning you?
It seems like it.
Wow, dude.
Well, what do you know? Normally it's fine, and I'm kind of friends with the women who work there now, I think. Though I 100% know I have to be respectful and professional and have been every time.
He's a gentleman, too. I'm loving this.
The problem started when I met Jane, 25-ish female. Jane is one of the nerdier women at coffee shop and seems to like talking to me when I go over there. I really like Jane, and she's really easy to talk to. Jane is part of the group I have a fetish for. Stop calling it that! Stop it!
we have to recognize OP is a little autistic, so like he may say things weird.
I'm telling you now, I'm setting you straight, dude, because you've already told us this information about yourself. You can't call it that. You could have just said, this is a girl I found attractive for, or I was attracted to. That is what we should have said.
Oh boy.
This is true.
Stop it.
Okay. I'll give you the tism pass. After the update, no, but during this, I'll give it to you.
Once everyone calls you out in the comments, that's it.
Yeah, it's okay.
And I found it hard to be around her because I know women don't like men who chase them because of their race. Then stop saying this to anyone. Stop. Literally, you could have just been like, I thought she was really pretty. Why?
He doesn't know how to talk to women.
Yeah.
And he's
Clearly.
probably not surrounded by anyone that helps him succeed at this except for his manager.
Yeah. Or guys who date chubby women just because they're chubby, etc. And I've been trying to be professional. One day, Jane complained about cosplaying a certain character for an upcoming convention because the character was pale and blonde. Jane is very much not. I told her she'd be a gorgeous character, despite not being lore accurate. After that day, some of the women at coffee shop started asking me about Jane when I came in and she wasn't working. I don't think they were being mean, just laughing. I was really worried I'd said something wrong, so I started trying to do the coffee runs less.
Oh,
I think they were just like, she probably talked about you and was kind to you.
They were probably like, so do you like her? You know, and he's
Don't
like,
tell them anything else.
yeah, say nothing more. Just
Say
like-
nothing more. Please. OP, you're like almost there. Please say nothing more.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Savannah, question.
What?
If it's easy to talk, if a guy finds it easy to talk to you, does that mean he has a shot at, I don't know, going on a date with you?
If he's easy to talk to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, last Sunday, Jane came into my store and said that her and the other staff were sad because they hadn't seen me as much recently.
Especially me.
I got really nervous having her in the store and told her I was worried my compliment was inappropriate. She said it was the opposite and asked me if I wanted to go get a coffee after work.
What did he say?
I effed up and said I had plans and she looked sad. So I instead said we could go this weekend instead.
Oh,
Okay.
you're just getting prep time. You're like
We're
Batman.
good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Batman needs
Alright.
prep time. You're good, dude.
You're
Okay.
totally fine. Is that okay? I don't want her to feel like I'm just dating her because of her race. Stop saying it out loud.
I think this is his one worry, and he's being sweet about it. He just doesn't know how to go about it right now.
OP, as long as you never ever tell her that, what you've told us here, you're good.
It doesn't seem like he has a lot of good guy friends or male figures in his life to go about this correctly.
And I'm going to be your male figure in your life. But I also feel like I'm lying to her if I don't mention it. Lie to her! Lie to her!
What do you mean? You don't have to like.
Don't mention that.
You don't have to mention it.
He has a convoluted amount of words in his head. He doesn't know how to get his idea across
It's
without
like,
feeling guilty. He feels guilty over this because this is what happens. Guys get lonely and then they do things to not feel so lonely. And he's put himself in this weird area, shameful thing. And he now feels shame for having a crush on someone.
OP, this. Okay.
This is the male loneliness epidemic.
It is totally fine to be more attracted to someone based off of like certain things about them. However, we can't be calling it a fetouche. That is not fine to say
Fetouche.
specifically out loud.
We haven't
I don't
got to the update yet. He doesn't know yet.
Yeah.
He's still young.
Let's just not say any of that out loud.
But he might be lying if he doesn't mention it.
Ah,
Just say it.
I know it's just a date, but if it became more, would I have to tell her no?
No. Why do you? Why?
No.
Like.
It's okay. It's okay. We're almost there.
Even I know that's a really intense thing to talk about with someone. I tried really hard not to chase her, but I was really happy when she asked me for coffee. I talked to my roommate about it and he laughed and told me to post here because it was cute, but I also want advice.
Okay, he's about to get a ton of advice. He's going to set himself straight.
And edit. Thanks, everyone. I understand that fetouche might not have been the best word.
There we go. He didn't know his words.
I might update on how it goes if that's something people commonly do. And we've got an update too 1 week later.
Hey,
This
let's see
guy's
how
a
it went.
gentleman.
I really hope he didn't say this out loud.
Yeah, I hope.
Jane and I had our first date.
Oh.
Mhm.
Short version, it was very awkward to begin with, but we're now a couple.
Oh.
Dang, that was
That
quick.
was so quick.
And I've been smiling all week about it.
Aww.
Yay. We went on our date on Sunday, editor's note, 3 days before this update, and got a coffee from a different coffee shop to the one she works at. I felt a little nervous because normally when we hang out, we had a planned stopping time, start of shift, end of lunch, etc. So if I got awkward, I could dip out. but this time it was open-ended. I made a joke asking her what she does for work, pretending it was a first date with a stranger. And she laughed, but then got kind of serious. We started holding hands, and I said it didn't feel like a first date because we'd spent so much time together already. And she agreed.
Dude, you're smooth with it, dude.
You're doing great, OP. I asked if we had already scoped each other out. Does this mean we're an official couple? And she laughed again. She said she thought a lot of labels felt dumb because they mean different things to different people. She told me that she wants to be in a monogamous relationship with me in which we get more serious as time goes on because she likes me and wants me to be her special person.
I love that nowadays we have to preface if we want a monogamous relationship or not.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
the world we live in. I also think these people are part of our generation.
I think so, probably.
Yeah.
I was pretty ecstatic and ended up hugging her and said I wanted the same thing.
Oh,
So you guys aren't official.
Yes, they are. They hugged.
Well, she said
They're
I don't like
official.
labels,
They're
She
official.
said I don't want labels, but like I like this, and I want to continue doing
which
it.
is
And he's
fair.
like,
But he's like, yeah.
Dude, trust my boy. He's a closer. He's almost there.
No, I think this is totally fine,
I'm just
especially
afraid
after
he's
one
gonna
date.
trip right
I know at the finish
end.
line.
He's gonna be like,
I think it's totally fair. I just think
this
it's
is my
yeah.
and
I
be
think
like,
it
oh
is-
God, I
Yeah.
mean, oh no.
I
It's all
what,
right.
what I was going to say.
I'm doing
He's
it.
got this, man.
I don't even want to say it anymore. Whatever.
What were you saying? Sorry.
No, I don't even care.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say that I think I don't even remember it anymore. We started making small talk after we finished out coffee and got up to leave. It started to feel like just another casual hangout, so I decided to put my arm around her waist to make it feel more like a couple hanging out and not just friends. She leant into it. It was great.
Okay, he really does have the moves,
He's
though.
got the moves.
Like,
He's
maybe-
got the moves.
Maybe I should look into autistic.
He's got the moves.
They will tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And I also do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty much tell the truth.
That's good.
We ended up walking back to her house to watch a movie. When we got there, she went to her room and put on some tracksuit pants and an old shirt. And it was the prettiest I'd ever seen her look.
Stop.
And I told her that. She got really giggly and put on a movie that she had made me promise to watch, The Descent. And then as it started,
I thought decent.
Dude,
The decent.
then as it started, she sat next to me and kissed me.
Whoa.
Score.
Wow.
It was a really long kiss, and it was brilliant.
Wait,
Brilliant.
this movie?
Yeah, man. She put that on and ignored it.
Yeah,
That is-
see, he
that is-
spelled it decent.
Yeah, no, he spelled it wrong, but I knew of the movie that they were talking
Okay,
about.
this is a red flag. If you are wanting to mac out with me during this movie,
Yeah, a horror movie.
I am up for that. I love horror.
what?
I actually get really pissed off though, like on first dates when guys are like, "Let's watch a movie," and then we don't watch the movie.
yeah.
I want to
Oh.
watch a movie.
Yeah.
Later. We'll get to it
After
later.
the movie.
What if it's like, let's watch something you've seen a million times?
That's different. But if they're like trying to show me a new movie and then we don't even watch the movie, I'm like, why did we? The amount of times that people have tried to show me Star Wars. I'm like, I've never seen Star Wars before.
And I still haven't.
I still haven't seen it. And that's not my fault. We ended up talking and cuddling through the
Wait,
movie.
I'm sorry. So you want a guy to be like, we're actually not going to watch the movie. We're going to do other stuff, but we're going to keep it on in the background.
Yeah.
Would you feel better about that?
Yeah, if they were honest and upfront. But now it's not an issue because I watch movies with my boyfriend.
My boyfriend's always honest and upfront.
Yeah, he's always honest and upfront. We always watch movies. We're just completely
And we watch
focused
it
on the
all
movie.
the way through, and then we give
Every
our
time.
opinions, get on our
Yeah.
letterboxes, and then
God,
And
and then
we
we're
go to
done, and then we go to sleep.
that is so Sophia. Oh, that hurts my head.
I'm heating up.
Oh, really? You?
It's getting
You're
hot
heating
in
up?
here. We're talking about
Wow.
Star Wars and it's getting warm.
I feel great.
I was in a fleece sweater.
I thought you never got warm.
I do when I'm in a fleece sweater.
Fleece
Anyway.
sweaters will make you warm.
They make you warm. We ended up talking and cuddling through the movie. Then put on another one.
Oh, this went on
Ooh.
for a while.
You're not
Dang,
even
round
watching the
two.
movie. I felt like I was talking too much, but when I asked her, she told me that she promised if I ever talked too much, she wouldn't be mad. She'd just tell me. She also made me promise to tell her if the kissing and stuff ever got too much, because she's also not super familiar with it. I asked her if she liked it, because I was worried she was just doing it for me, but she reminded me that she kissed me there.
Aw, that's actually like really sweet though.
I love
To
this.
be like, is this like okay? Like I honestly, like I don't know. there is a line
Yeah.
because like I just want people to like go for it. I don't want you to be like, can I kiss you? I hate that. I've had that so many times. Like guys be like, can I kiss you? And I'm like,
It's the triangle
now
method.
that you asked, I'm like, no.
But I think I think because a lot of people talk about like consent and, you know,
Yes.
that's important. I think there is a way to make that question very attractive. And I think it works for some people. And I also think that there is a like kind of body language and stuff that you can get, and not all people get it. But I think sometimes you both know, and then you just kind of go for it. But I think it can be I think people can make it very attractive to say like, can I kiss you? And it's like cute and sweet. But it does depend on that.
Depending on Savannah's type of the guys that look like they haven't showered in a week and their hair's down to their ankles. I don't think
their ankles. Also, Kim Roper says, Sophia, people assume most people have seen Star Wars, but this is after I had explicitly said I didn't see it. And then they were like, oh, I gotta show you.
Guys, now I'm starting to get hot.
We kissed again, and it was just brilliant. We both fell asleep on the couch.
Oh.
That's the important stuff. It feels weird because not a lot has changed between us. We still hang out as much as we used to and still text each other a bunch. The difference is that we kiss each other now. By the way, you can still hang out with us as much if you go listen to full episodes of stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio and search up OK Storytime. There's a little bit left to this story. Let's, any final thoughts? I feel like he nailed it.
Yeah.
Never tell her that. Don't tell her what you told us.
Yeah. And I'm scared that you're going to mention it and that she's going to be like, what?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Don't say it. My housemate told me to include that my manager saw me come into work on Monday and asked why I'd left my car in the parking lot overnight. And Jane immediately told her that I had walked her home and slept at her place the night before. And we're a couple now. Okay. So now everyone knows we're dating, and everyone at work has made a bunch of jokes about me getting laid. I don't know where to include this, but I didn't mention anything about a farouche or a preference at all. Good.
Woo! I can now breathe.
Ooh. Okay. She apologized about her place smelling once, which made me sad because it just smelled like spices. But otherwise, I don't think race was ever mentioned. Woo! Good job, OP.
Good job, OP.
We got there. But that's the end of that story. But we have comments.
We have comments.
And
we have comments.
We've got comments from the
We've got comments. Comment.
Video. Which video is it? But we've got comments from the video. My coworker stalked me to prove I'm not disabled. I filed a police report. And this was posted March 5th, 2026. And the TLDR comes from Story 1. Opie has chronic pain condition and uses a cane on bad days, but her coworker Casey thinks she's faking it. Casey starts secretly filming Opie outside of work to try to catch her not using her cane, and then threatens to take the video to their boss as proof. But does Casey's plan backfire? And just how far does her obsession with OP actually go? If you're curious to know the full story, you can go watch the full video. And we got some comments.
Yeah, I remember this one. It's crazy. And actually, I think I did a follow-up and this is still happening.
Dang.
Like recently, someone posted a week ago or something.
Dang.
And was like, just so you guys know, this is still happening. I was like, what?
Oh,
yeah,
right.
She
Can you read those comments?
She keeps posting.
Oh, sorry. I thought Savannah had something to say.
That was
Liz Lou says, Story 1, I'm someone who has to use crutches and walking sticks since I was 11. Due to pain in different parts of my body, the struggle of trying to get some people to understand, yes, I can walk a couple of steps unaided. That isn't the same as walking around and having to carry things, etc. My aids would get stolen so much by classmates, and teachers would just laugh it off, or they would complain about them being distracting. That was because they were the NHS style ones that I decorated with my mom. So as a kid, I wouldn't feel so different and depressed and sad about it. People suck, especially when it comes to comprehending something they cannot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people make a lot of judgments about things that they don't understand.
Rosetta Allen says, my dad had multiple forms of muscular dystrophy. He cannot walk without canes and a walker for almost 35 years. He could still go a few steps or walk if he had something else to lean on. He didn't use canes in the house. He leaned on furniture and counters. Even severe disabilities, it is extremely rare to be full wheelchair bound.
Yeah, a lot of wheelchair users or, people with mobility aids can walk. It just is painful, or it's either painful to do that or it's painful after a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, there are different ways.
I don't know why people have to judge anyone.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Mind your own business. Who cares?
Nico says disability is a spectrum.
Hey, I would have to agree with that.
Sort of like being Amish. Nightmare Solaire
Amish?
says,
Do you mean autistic?
No, Amish.
Okay.
Oh.
Amish is a spectrum.
That actually is true. Yeah. There's like a different, anyway. That's
Different
all
forms of it.
Yeah.
Yep. Some have electricity, some
Yeah,
don't.
there are different levels. Sam did a whole thing, like a whole video series with Amish people.
They
kinda
can get
Amish.
away with...
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can.
Animals?
They don't get taxed. No,
Huh?
with people.
That's a whole another episode. We got one more.
Just
We got one
saying.
more
They
comment.
can get away with because they don't have to pay tax?
Well, the government isn't involved with them. So, like...
I need proof of that, but
there's,
What are you
there's
talking
horror
about?
stories. There's horror
That's not a
stories.
thing.
Yes, there is. There
you
is.
guys are gonna have to look that up on your own though, because we got one more comment.
Nightmare Solaire says, I had shingles. It destroyed my sciatic nerve in the wildest ways. Some days are okay. Others are very much not. I used to have a cane on and off. It makes me feel very weird when I should use it. I'm 32 FFS. This person sucks.
Agreed.
And those are all the comments, and this is the end of the episode. So if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you.
And see you tomorrow.
Hey, don't leave yet. We have some bonus stories that we think you'll enjoy. So stick around because you're already here. So just keep the video going. Just keep it playing. All right. Come on.
My sister-in-law is destroying our family, and going no contact is not an option.
Are we positive about that? Because it sounds like the alternative is really not good.
This will be a long post as I give you the backstory of why I hate her as much as I do, and why I have no respect for the brother who married her, and why I honestly believe she's going to tear my family apart. By the way, this comes from Happy Cover 3493, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to r/OKStorytime subreddit. So, my brother Fred, 35, married his wife Elaine, 35, when they were 20. They were each other's first real relationships and got engaged in 6 months. I was 17 then, going to a Christian summer camp that I had been going to for years. Right before I left, Fred and Elaine sat me down and talked about how, as a 17-year-old and going to be a senior in high school, I was going to be tempted to do all kinds of things. They encouraged me to stay chaste and reminded me that purity was my biggest asset and that I needed to wait for the right person like they did and not get up to sneaking out shenanigans. They specifically called themselves my purity role models. So imagine my surprise when I got back at the end of the month and was told that Elaine was pregnant. They went from planning a lovely winter wedding to a shotgun summer one instead, despite feeling very lied to and them never addressing the fact that they had the purity conversation while they were doing it. I was supportive of them and helped with the wedding details and being around. When they married and gave birth, I was an on-call nanny, helping whenever possible. I would go over and spend the night so my brother could work and Elaine could sleep. She was getting her bachelor's degree and working full-time. He was on a third shift. I cleaned, cooked, and cared for my nephew and my other nephew when they got pregnant again 18 months later. I stayed around hometown, working retail and helping them raise their sons until I got a chance to go across the country, working for a mission group specializing in disaster relief. I did admin work, but loved it. At the same time, Elaine and Fred moved 4 states away from my parents for her job, and my little brother Jack went to college. Us all leaving at the same time, and Elaine and Fred having kids 3 and 4 during that time, gave my parents bad separation anxiety, especially my mom. During the moves, I began to notice a significant shift in Elaine. She didn't want to talk to me anymore and often dismissed me when I called. When I did FaceTime or visit, I noticed she would bully Fred, scoff when he did things for her, demand he cater to her the moment she got home, and constantly talk down to him. I tried to redirect her nicely, and she got mad at me, which made Fred get mad at me. I also noticed Elaine had a bad habit of favoring her youngest child. It hadn't been noticeable with kid 1 or 2, but when her third came along, she doted on him and ignored the other 2. Then when the 4th was born, she stopped attending 3 and put all her energy into 4.
She's like, the new update just
She's
released.
like, ooh, Woo! New and improved. Fred noticed this a bit and tried to make up for it, as did my mom, dad, Jack, and I. We all moved back to our state within a few years, though we were a little scattered about. Fred and Elaine were 3 hours from my parents, Jack was an hour away in the opposite direction, and I was in a town close to my parents. My parents were thrilled about us being back and tried to see all of us as much as they could. Fred and Elaine got very entitled when they moved back, knowing they had the only grandkids for my parents and held it over my parents' heads. My grandparents were not nice people, and my parents, who both broke cycles of abuse and neglect, were scared to be seen as monsters-in-law, like their parents were. Elaine began to play on the fear and even said my mom was a narcissist and that if she didn't try and do what Elaine said, she would cut off contact. My mom is the nicest person you will ever meet, and she constantly drops everything to help Elaine, despite being diagnosed with POTS and having chronically low energy. Elaine's brother had to make her stop, saying he would cut Elaine off if she ever disrespected my mom like that again. Fred did not stand up for our mom at all. I found out about this a couple of years after the fact from Elaine's brother, as my parents hid Elaine's bullying from Jack and me so as not to cause drama.
That's wild.
They're being blackmailed by Elaine. When Elaine and Fred moved back, they also expected me to resume nanny duties, all of which had been unpaid, by the way, and put my job and college on hold to be there for them, despite me living 2.5 hours away from them. Oh my God.
Elaine is a nightmare conjured from the pits of Tartarus. What are we doing?
Yeah, I think we can cut her off. Fred and Elaine nearly disowned me when I refused to call in sick so I could babysit for them at the last minute when my mom got sick and couldn't watch their kids.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You can disown siblings? I thought
I guess if he's living with them.
I thought disowning came from down, like the parents down.
Yes, technically, but I think in a lot of Reddit stories they use it like
just more like I will have
liberally.
nothing to do with it.
Yeah, if it's like a family. I thought it made more sense for Fred or Elaine to call in sick and watch their kids or call their church's emergency sitter service. They told my parents that I screamed at them. I did not. And that I called my nephews burdens. Hell to the no. The only reason there was a calm outcome was that my cousin had been staying at my apartment while he was at the college for a campus tour and had been there and had overheard the phone call. Thank goodness. You have a witness.
You have a witness.
That's what you need. Record all of your phone conversations now.
Honestly, if they are going to be like this, yeah.
He set the record straight. My parents apologized, but Fred and Elaine never apologized to me. Everyone now acts like this never happened, but I'm still upset by the situation. I can't bring it up or demand an apology without causing a gigantic scene. Not long after that, Elaine got pregnant for the 5th time with their daughter. And I'm assuming that now this is her favorite child. The 4 boys may as well have ceased to exist to Elaine, and she put their girl at the forefront of everything. Fred also began favoring her. He still gave the boys attention and did things with them, but as niece grew older, he would not enforce boundaries with her, would not make her do chores, and often let her do and say whatever she wanted. She's like treating her kids like toys, and then she gets bored with them. The boys were and are expected to cater to their sister. Their feelings towards their daughter versus their boys came to a head when Fred and Elaine told me and my dad to our faces that their daughter was the most important thing in their lives, more so than anything. When I mentioned that their sons should be held in the same regard, both said they love their sons, but their daughter just loved them more fully. And that surely Dad understood that you loved a daughter more. Well, Dad lost his mind at the both of them. He and Mom never favored me over my brothers growing up. He was outraged that my brother could so blatantly disregard his children. My dad was neglected because he was the youngest, and his parents did give him the oldest matters most BS to him. So my brother's attitude in favoring a child was particularly triggering to him. Dad called them out, but nothing came of it. Elaine and Fred kept on keeping on, and their sons were treated as loved, but not as precious as their sister.
That's so sad.
Very sad.
Like, what?
Like, how could you do that to one of your children? My family and I tried to help support the boys and be pillars of love when their parents were dismissive. They still showed up to sporting events and still fed and clothed them, but they never had the same level of attention or fawning as their sister. And if there was a choice about sister's dance class or the boys' soccer game, their parents always went with what sister had going, leaving me and my family to fill in for the boys. Due to our efforts to let the boys know they're loved and our hard work to support them, but also not neglect our niece and actually enforce boundaries with her, my family became the favorite of the kids. Jack and I were labeled as the best aunt and uncle, and the boys got really protective of us and who we dated, saying that they had to be as awesome as we were or they'd scare them off. Thankfully, they love Casey, my brother's long-term girlfriend. Even my niece told me she likes me best since I'm the strict fun aunt. That's how you do it. And my youngest nephew feels safe with me because he was diagnosed with POTS like his grandma and has to have a special diet because of it. I take the diet more seriously than his parents do and work hard to make sure he has goodies at holidays and such. Elaine was laid off at the start of the pandemic, and Fred broke his arm and had a bad vid infection during the lockdown. He could not work for a while and began to rely on my parents to help make ends meet. After the fact, we found out that Fred and Elaine had a settlement from the layoff and the injury and didn't need the money and kept taking their kids on expensive outings, amusement parks, out-of-state museums, and large camping trips.
So not only is she a bad mom, she's a scam artist.
She's lying. She's stealing money from everyone. Even after this came out, they still took money from my parents, who again were afraid of being neglectful monsters-in-laws. These parents need to go to therapy.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Yeah, to set those boundaries. Elaine said she couldn't work because Fred wasn't working. And then both bragged about how well their respective career prospects would be if they were looking for work. Finally, Jack and our aunt, mom's side, shamed them both into not using our parents for money and got Fred and Elaine back in the workforce. However, they still rely heavily on my parents to buy stuff for their kids and for them to cover dining, trips, and snacks. They also keep expecting my parents to drop everything and drive the 3 hours to their place whenever at Fred and Elaine's whims because they have grandkids. If Jack and I put up boundaries saying we can't get off work or that we're unable to attend, we're shamed by Elaine saying that we don't care about our nephews and niece. Fred has also insinuated that since we aren't married, their family should be the center of all my and Jack's commitments, even over Jack's current girlfriend and my former boyfriend. What?
John, we're going to get back to the story, but you're old.
You're as old as me now, pal.
I might be as old as you, but I feel like you have oodles moral wisdom.
I've got some wisdom in this old noggin.
You got a piece of wisdom for me right now?
Always respect you.
And I think the other piece of wisdom that I've learned from John is join OK Storytime memberships.
Yeah, that's freaking right. We have 60 plus hours of exclusive live streams on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
And it's only $5 a month, so go to the link in our description, youtube.com/OKOP show/join.
Get it now while I'm still alive.
And now back to the story.
The entitlement out of,
Crazy.
I was like, maybe you can get to Fred to get to Elaine. Be like, Fred, do you notice that but Fred is just as bad.
Fred is just as whack. Elaine has also insinuated that since I am now 32, I am too old to have kids and that I'm a spinster. Girl, just because you had all of your kids like back to back when you were 20 doesn't mean that everyone else has to do that.
Yeah. Hi, my mom had me when she was 33 and now we have beef. So Elaine, pull up. I say that to my face.
Everyone goes at their own pace in life. Just because you had a different setup doesn't mean that everyone has to have your setup. As wonderful as they are, my parents have fallen entirely for the manipulation to the point that Fred and Elaine are put first above me and Jack. If Jack and I have a special event that happens to fall during a kid's sport event or school concert, we know our parents will not show up. Jack also has the unfortunate luck that niece's birthday is the day after his. If we try to meet for dinner, have a party, or even a text conversation about his birthday, Elaine and Fred usurp it and make it about their precious daughter. It's to the point that I plan a special dinner with Jack and our parents that Fred and Elaine are not invited to. Good. Don't invite them.
Exclude them.
And my parents are forbidden from letting them know it exists. My parents agree to it because they know it will be a problem if they come. If we try to talk to our parents about stuff Elaine and Fred have done, my parents shut the conversation down, saying we need to get along. Toxic situations fracture their families, and they don't want their kids to hate each other. They also won't listen to our concerns about them being taken advantage of, saying they're happy to do it. Because they can, and they know how precious it is to have parents who care and want to help. However, it has cost my mom her health and my dad his sanity. He is stressed about his mom. To his credit, my dad is getting really fed up with Fred and Elaine, but he's afraid the boys won't have a support structure if they take a step back, or that my mom will resent him for a strained relationship with her son and grandkids.
That is so hard, because if you do, now I'm starting to see why you can't cut them off.
Yeah, because you got to be there for the kids. No one else is going to be there for the boys.
Yeah,
so.
if they pull back, all they have is the parents that only love one of them at a time, it seems like.
My mom is terrified that Elaine will label her a monster-in-law and make good on her threat from 8 years ago to cut contact. Due to this fear, neither can be reasoned with. It's not even that my mom favors Fred as her eldest. She favors Elaine as daughter-in-law because my dad's parents were so awful, and she couldn't stomach being perceived that way by someone.
So that's like, you need to either really reinforce with her that that's not the case, or she needs to go to therapy to like undo the trauma that is causing that thought.
Exactly. Other minor offenses include Elaine pressuring me as a 22-year-old to have kids, since she already had 2 by that point, and I was falling behind. Her bullying Jack for simply being a boy because she doesn't like her own brother, and female favoritism is a tradition in her family. Elaine's bullying makes Fred a bitter Jack-A, and he now has an inferiority complex and tries to one-up everyone to prove he isn't a loser. I really despise her for this and him for doing it. Cut off Fred from all his friends and only allow him to be friends with her friends' husbands. Telling Jack that he lacks as a man since he isn't married. Telling me I am inferior for being an unmarried woman. Butting into Jack's relationship, which he started at 24, and trying to cause drama with our parents about it, dumping all 5 kids on me at every family event and running off to take a nap, and not coming except for food or leaving. Fred ignoring everyone at family events to be on his phone the whole time, getting mad at me for having a sibling chat with my brothers that she wasn't a part of and bullied her way into, saying she's my sibling too and needed to be in the chat, screaming at her kids when they don't do things her way or make minor mistakes. However, the straw that broke the camel's back happened recently. Niece was having a tantrum, the type that starts small, then grows, and then you can't stop crying even when you want to. Her parents were both on their phones and not paying attention to their kids, so in normal fashion, I went to calm Niece down. I took her into another room so she could calm down, away from prying eyes, and get herself together, standard stuff, taking away the audience and giving them a space to chill. When Elaine realized Niece and I left the room, she berated Fred for allowing me to handle the tantrum instead of him, that I was not suitable to handle the situation as I was an unstable depressive who took meds. She then said I could not be trusted with her daughter, and did he realize he was a bad parent leaving her with me? Neither of them realized that both Jack and I had overheard them, as did their kids. I don't think they cared. I have an anxiety disorder due to hormone stuff. It's honestly super mild and easily handled. When I have a problem, it presents very mildly as me getting fatigued, quiet, a bit cynical, and withdrawn. I do not get violent, do not get a temper, and I have never been a danger to anyone or myself. The meds I take help me produce more serotonin, and it completely takes care of it. It is very manageable and honestly such a non-issue that I am still shocked she ever said anything like this. This incident made me realize, though, that I have been fooling myself for years. I don't just dislike my sister-in-law, I hate her guts. I'm shocked that it took you this many years.
Yeah. Hey, isn't it nice to wake up to reality?
Yeah. I don't want to be in the same room as her, and honestly, I have been skipping events I know she and Fred will be at if I know Jack isn't there, as I can't handle her anymore. I am also mad at Fred. I know he has been a victim of Elaine's bullying too, but he hasn't once stood up for his sons or his family. He also takes advantage of my parents and has allowed this nonsense to go on as it suits his needs. I want to cut contact with them both, go scorched earth, and be done. However, if I do that, I will very effectively alienate myself from my parents and lose contact with my nephews and niece. Also, if I go scorched earth, I know Jack and our cousins will follow suit. Our cousins only put up with Elaine out of respect for my parents, Jack and myself, and are very vocal about how much they dislike Elaine. Jack's only reason for not putting Fred's head on a spike for his behavior toward our family has been me holding him back. If we all go no contact, our nephews in particular will be left out to dry, and our parents will be forced to choose a side. If they pick Elaine and Fred's side, which they will for the kids' sake, Jack will never forgive them. He is already super close to cutting them out for bending over backward for Elaine and Fred, and a big fight would push him over the edge. I want to force a conversation with my parents about how toxic Fred and Elaine have become and how they have strained every familial tie and have caused them, Jack, and myself, trauma. I fear that no good will come of it though, and I'll only hurt my relationship with them. I worry my parents can't or won't see that they're defending Fred and Elaine, and letting them run over everyone has strained their relationship with me, with Jack, with my aunt, who hates watching her older sister getting taken advantage of, and even with each other. I don't want to lose my parents, and I don't want my family broken beyond repair, but I can't stand those two anymore either. I just don't know what to do anymore. And there is an update, but do you have any thoughts or advice?
I think my perspective is that you probably want to have that one-on-one conversation with your parents, right? Try to have them see the light in some way. But then I think if you want real tangible, like an impact to come of this, you're going to almost have to do like an intervention style sit down where all of the affected family, your parents, your cousins, you, Jack, you all sit down with Fred and Elaine and you go, your behavior is doing X, Y, Z to us. And we are worried about not only our own lives, but the lives of the children and their dynamic in the family. If you choose to deprive them of that on some pettiness, it's unacceptable. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know if it would work on Fred and Elaine, but maybe you could take that approach with like the parents, like be like, hey, you guys are getting taken, like get everyone in. Oh yeah. Maybe like, just to open their eyes. Yeah. Update. Thank you all for reminding me that talking is still my best bet and that I need to bite the bullet and do it. No thank you to everyone who just said, just go no contact. I've never done it, but how hard can that be? A lot of you read these stories but have not lived them, and it shows. It's easy to say no contact, but harder to do. I already have gone no contact with my grandparents, and I was the one who convinced my family to cut off contact as well. It's a really heavy burden, even if I stand by the no contact decision and would do it again. And while my brother has turned into a weasel, he was a loving brother while we grew up, and I'll admit I'm holding on to the dimmest hope that one of these days he wakes up and tells Elaine to F off. I know I need to talk to my parents. I also know we need a united front intervention. I've tried that before, but my cousins, aunt, and brother are unwilling to step in and talk with me. So if I do the intervention, I will be doing it alone. I'm going to try and convince Jack to talk with me though and see how it goes. By the way, I want to convince you guys to listen to more full episodes with stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app and search up OK Storytime. And there is a little bit left, so let's just jump right into it. On that note, I have been made to realize I can't baby my parents either. And that while it will be harder, there might be a way to cut my sister-in-law and sadly my brother out without losing them. It's going to involve separate holidays, separate vacations, and sadly, a lot of trauma for my parents and their childhood, but it needs to be done, I think. And while Jack and I have lowered our contact, we probably need to go lower. I need to find the balance to get Elaine out of my life and still show up for the kids because I love them and don't want them out of my life. Those kids love me so much, and sometimes watching them, they remind me of who Fred used to be. That's so sad. I'll let you know how the talk goes when it happens. And that is the end of that story. I really hope that OP works it out. Do you have any final thoughts to close this out? I think that overall, the solution of having the separate holidays, it's going to be more effort, but like, dude, like, don't let the two bad apples spoil the bunch. Like, and maybe if they start seeing like, oh, we're on the outside looking in now, maybe that will make them selfishly change their ways. Hopefully, you know? We can only hope. But good luck to you, OP. Yes. And that is the end of that story. So we're going to jump into the next one. My mother gave away my room without my permission, so I stopped going home. Well, there you have it. I am 20 female, and I'm currently pursuing a degree in industrial psychology. I'll begin by first informing everyone I come from a country outside of America, and to us, it's very normal to stay with parents, and we are never chased out at 18, but rather go willingly when we want, which, yes, is a fun fact. That is really an American Western culture idea.
No, because Australia, it's also pretty common to stay with your parents.
It's pretty much everywhere on Earth. It's very normal to stay close to your family, except we just got too much hustle and grind to do out here in the States, dude. We're grinding. By the way, this comes from user Acrobatic Kiwi 3080. And if you want to submit your own stories, you can do it at the r/OK Storytime subreddit. So I stay in a hostel in your school for most of my semesters, but come home for holidays when we are off semester. And our longest holiday is 4 months. So now here's the issue. We stay with my grandma, who's old and blind, my mother, and my 3 siblings. Me and my father decorated my room to fit my aesthetic before he passed away, so I adore it dearly. My mom and I aren't close, but we talk like normal people. She's way closer to my 10-year-old sister, Kathy, as she's the last born and didn't get time with my dad before he passed. All of us siblings have our own bedrooms, including Kathy, but she's usually in my mom's room, as they usually share the bed and do all those things together. So our hostel rooms allow some students, usually international students, to stay behind because of the distance back home. I've been staying at the hostel under the pretext of being international. My dad married my mom, who's a citizen, but wasn't from my country, so my name doesn't sound national, and thus a perfect cover.
So you're lying.
OP's moving and deceptive.
Yeah.
The OP's weaving a little web of deception here. This is because when we broke off for the holidays, I went home and discovered my things had been clamped into Kathy's room as she had been given my room. I was mad, not at Kathy, but rather at my mom, because she didn't consult me and said that I was never around. Keep in mind, my brother moved out 2 years back, but his things have never been moved, and my elder sister occasionally comes by, but she has her own apartment. All of us girls were made to stay on the top floor, so there are 4 bedrooms on that floor for all of us, including our mom's room and Kathy's room. I feel like, irrational to think that your room will never change. However, it is really not cool that your mom did it without asking you. My room is adjacent to my mom's room. It's a big room, has a balcony, and has a small library where Papa had put all our books. I came home and found the library in Kathy's former room, books scattered and all my things all over the place as they couldn't fit in the room, and my mom was still insisting I stay there because Kathy had grown out of her room, so she needed more space. Like I'm not 10 years older than her, and as if I too don't need the space. We had an argument after argument, as I later learned that they had further even repainted parts of the room. Later, my mom kept asking why I was acting up, as it wasn't a big deal, telling me I'm acting like a child, as if I had not been placed in a child's room and feeling suffocated at every turn. But pause, because that's temporary. I would be more focused on the changing your room that you had sentimental feelings for without consulting you.
Yeah, I agree.
Or without even, I feel like.
It seems like possibly your mom wants you to move out a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
That's kind of what it feels like.
Yeah.
But also I'm approaching this with kind of a Western, or a American viewpoint.
Do you think maybe is it like a little sibling jealousy, a little sibling rivalry here?
Maybe. I mean, it seems like Opie's not mad at her sister at all.
Let's dig a little deeper here. It came to a halt, or maybe a head, one Saturday in late October when I overheard our mom telling Kathy how the only reason I don't want to move was because I can't stand being away from her, and that I still thought I was the child of the house. Feeling tired of this atmosphere, I went back to the hostel where I have been staying since. I mean, low-key.
Yeah, so it does seem like she wanted you to move out.
So this was all back in October. Around late November, as the festivities were beginning, I received a call from my mom asking me why I won't go back home, as I'm always the one hanging the Christmas decorations. I told her that I already have mine set up and hung up. My siblings called and tried to reason, but I didn't budge. Kathy tried telling me she could move out, but I was fed up, so I spent the entire holiday at my hostel. My mom was born on Christmas, so she tried to use this to gaslight me into going back, but I didn't care. and went to a friend's home where I celebrated Christmas and posted the photos of Christmas on my WhatsApp status, which my mom viewed and told me I had gone overboard with my antics. I can understand being bitter. Was there no conversation? There was no confrontation? There was no...
Well, it seems like OP brought up like, hey, why did you change my room? And it was just kind of like, oh, you don't need it.
Go. I think it was. But I think the last straw was OP overheard.
Yes.
This.
Yeah. Did you have a conversation after that?
Did you talk about that after? Because if you didn't, it would make a lot of sense why right now your family and your mom are like, what's going on? Like, why aren't you coming back?
I just remembered a very sad, tragic tale.
Oh, what is it?
I remember when a young Samuel Donner, he wanted to join the cool kids, but instead of labeling you as one of the cool kids,
They called me Salad Boy because I ate nothing but salads. Could not trade my lunch for a lunch bowl, really anything.
You know what community will always welcome you with open arms, Sam?
And make you feel like a cool kid?
The great people who have OK Storytime memberships.
Oh, I heard that 60 plus hours of members only content Monday, Wednesday, Fridays.
You heard right, Sam, and it's only $5 a month.
So go to the link in our description, youtube.com/OKOP show/join. Now back to the story.
Chomp, chomp.
Kathy has been telling me that ever since I left home, Mom's temper has been so bad that she's been picking on her for no reason. And I feel bad for her, and I know what it feels like to be at the receiving end of Mom's wrath. But I still don't want to go back home because I'm enjoying my time away.
Yeah,
And-
I mean, don't go back home.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, or maybe I don't think that you have to live at home, but maybe there is a thing where you could work out just like visiting.
plus my next semester is starting in February anyway. So, am I wrong for not going home because of a room? Edit, I was working on my dissertation and hadn't noticed the notifications. I'm grateful that the people are siding with me on the matter at hand. Thank you, and I have read some comments. First off, I want to apologize for not understanding American culture, but rather only from posts of people about them getting evicted at 18. My mom didn't have a favorite, or I never noticed she had a favorite because me and my father had always been closer. However, she always makes comments about all of us around the other. One time she told me my elder sister was very selfish, greedy, and might sell the house. We simply never mind her. What people don't understand is that there were so many memories in that room, and I can't mention them because there's just so many memories that they can't be shortlisted. They're very personal to me. The whole house was mainly designed by my mom, apart from my bedroom and Kathy's, which was a nursery that Mom and Papa did together. And my room, which I painted with him, placed plastic oysters and shimmers. It was our magical land. And she knew that. It does sound like your mom is a very petty individual.
Yeah.
Who's trying to pit the siblings against one another.
It seems like it.
Which is cringe. And I would bet you that she also has felt some type of way about you being close to your dad and have the room being the special room this whole time. There are people saying the house is not mine, so I should move out. In my country, there's a law which entitles women to matrimonial property, and this house is not the matrimonial house, but rather our first house. So this house belongs to us children equally and was left to us in Papa's will, but my mom and grandma stay here because it's bigger. My relationship with my mom back then was brief, if I may best describe it. For instance, I tell her what I need for school, and that's that. There was never any anger. My brother has called this behavior menopause, which I doubt.
Probably just her period or something.
Yeah, it's probably like women.
Yeah, women stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You might not know, but I do know.
Yeah, as a
that
man,
you
know.
can listen to full episodes with stories like this. Perfect segue.
Yeah.
All you have to do is go to Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts and search OK Storytime. And then you can just drown in an endless ocean of
content
stories spoken by us.
You're welcome.
There is a little bit of story left. Honestly,
let's run it.
I think we just run it.
Yeah, I think
OP,
we've covered.
It sounds like your mom's toxic, and it sounds like you are already aware that maybe you don't want to live there. About picking out sentimental items, yes, when I left, I packed the books and the camera with all the pictures of my dad. The oysters were gone, so the clothes can be rebought. Also, about the jobs in my country, it's hard to get employment, but I have money I can access anytime I want. That's how I have sustained myself at the hostel, but I work for 2 NGOs as a volunteer. This is my last year of university, and my plan going forward is going no contact completely. Making sure she sees everything I do. I mean, honestly, the way that she's kind of trying to pit the siblings against each other.
Yeah.
The way she's making offhand remarks, like, I can kind of see it.
I mean, you know best what the situation is. And if you feel like that is what needs to be done, then that's what needs to be done.
However, I think you're going to be wasting a lot of your energy by doing the making sure she sees everything I do.
Yeah.
Just go out there and live your life.
Yeah.
Her seeing everything I do is my only satisfaction. And once I graduate, I'm looking to pursue my master's in a foreign country. And for people saying I should let Kathy suffer, she's a child.
Yeah.
Let's be respectful. And I love her. We may not be close in age, but she's a sweet child who respects and adores me as much as I do her. That's all for now. I don't think I'll update unless something interesting comes up. And we do have some comments.
Woo.
Number 1, why aren't you close to your mom? As by her anger towards your sister, it seems like she does care about you. What? So I'm just curious as to why you think you aren't close. OP says, we never had similar interests. I'm tall and not shaped like my other sisters. She always calls me too small and always calls me man of the house after my brother left. That's why I'm in charge of hanging things up in the ceiling or fixing things because I'm too mannish in her view. And other than that, we just never talk. Not the a-hole. Your mother has issues and needs the old punching bag. It was you, and now that you won't go home, it's Kathy. I would stay away and not plan on staying there again. And keep in touch with your sister because she will need help when she gets older. The reply to this, abusive parents usually find a new target once the old target is gone. That's why social services started taking all children in a family when only one was being abused. They found that another child would be picked as the abuse victim. Comment 3, not the a-hole. When your mother redecorated your room and moved your sister into it, she basically told you that you don't have a place there anymore. You're just a storage space to her now, and she wants you there so you can hang the decorations, and so she doesn't look like a bad parent to relatives who stop by for the holidays. Time to consider what to do after school and plan on getting a job and a space of your own. You will be happier than moving back into a place that's not really yours anymore. OP says, the house belongs to us, but we just let our mom take charge. Most of my relatives stay far and we are not close. Plus, my mother never allows us to visit relatives on my father's side. Maybe her relatives who come once in a while, but we are not close. And that is the end of that story. And it really does sound like your mom has like a weird, like, fixation on your dad's influence in the family and like the emotional connection there. Excluding you from his side of the family seems weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know. She just seems very controlling. And she's pushing away everyone.
Yeah. So, honestly, I don't know what the legal process would be like, but if you really are saying that that's not her house and it's yours, maybe do the legal fight if you can afford it. If you think it's like a slam dunk, open and shut, clearly on paper, the rights to the house belong to us, the children. I would do it.
I do think though OP wouldn't want to do that because of Kathy.
Why?
Well, because she would want, like, Kathy's still under,
Kathy
you
would,
know,
yes,
still
right,
under
right.
her
Kathy's
mom's
10.
care. Yeah.
So probably
10. I was like, well,
okay.
Yeah.
Good point.
Might be a little tricky.
Good catch, Sophia.
But once Kathy's 18, take the house.
Yeah. And definitely still keep in contact with her and like your siblings. Like, create bonds there that are
Don't
strong.
let your mother tear you apart.
Exactly. But that is the end of that story and the end of this episode. So we're going to have to tear apart from you right now. But if you love us, make sure you subscribe.
We love you.
And see you tomorrow.